Bigotry trivia time. Grab your friends and play it online. With Ali and Gina and Taco just for you. It's bigotry trivia time, and we'll feel it alright. Okay, come on, let's play.
Welcome. Good evening, everybody. We are excited to be hosting this special online edition of our annual First Division Museum Military History Trivia Night. My name is Ali with Baig of Tricks Entertainment. You'll see Taco poking his head in. He's our resident pup, our little mascot here. So I want to start this off by saying thank you so much to the First Division Museum out of Cantigny. They have been incredible over the last few years. They've given us the pleasure of hosting this annual event for them. So I'm excited that even with everything going on, we've been able to come together and make this happen online. So for those of you that are out there, perhaps playing trivia online for the very first time, don't fret. I'm going to explain exactly how this works. It's not super complicated. In fact, if you can see and you can hear me right now, you're already halfway there. The only other thing you need to do, you might have already seen this rotating on your screen, you might have already done it, is actually join the online interactive trivia game. I'm going to put it back on the screen so you can see. So if you can hear me and you can see me here on YouTube, that's great. You'll be able to hear and see the questions. But in order to actually send in your answers and have them counted, because we play this game in real time, in order to have them counted and have a chance at winning the prizes tonight, you want to join the online game. So my recommendation is leaving this video up on your computer, or if you have a smart TV, you can even pull it up on your YouTube app on your television. Leave the video running on your computer, and then join the online game from your phone. That's, in my opinion, the easiest way to do this. So on your phone, you would want to go to online.baigoftricks.com and enter the code military. Online.baigoftricks.com. Once you get there, it's going to ask you for the game code. You should enter the code military. Once you get there, you should see a screen very similar to what I'm about to show you here on YouTube. So once you get to online.baigoftricks.com, and then it will ask you to enter your name and to enter the state you're playing from. This is just for fun. We like to track that because with this online trivia platform, we're eventually trying to find participants from all 50 of our United States. So you might help with that tonight, depending on where you're from. Once you hit that, you'll see this screen. It just says the First Division Museum Military History Trivia game will begin shortly. So the game hasn't started. Our video has started, but the game won't start until I actually click the start button, which I will do in a few minutes. I want to give everybody a chance to join. I know a lot of people are already here with us. Let me look. We have 80 people online already, so thank you so much. This might officially become our largest trivia event. You guys are going to make that happen by showing up here tonight. So I'm going to watch the numbers here, and once they stop rising, we'll get going, but we won't wait any later than 7:10. So before we go any further, just a little bit of information about why we're doing this. Again, the First Division Museum is in Cantigny, Winfield, Illinois. It's a beautiful, beautiful place if you've never been. Cantigny overall, and then also everything housed within the First Division Museum. You're going to learn a lot about military history tonight if you don't already know about it. Let me just get this pulled up. Give me 1 second. The game is freezing. All right, I apologize. We had a quick moment of freezing there, but now we're good to go. So again, the game's not going to start just yet. We'll get the game started as soon as pretty much everybody's here, and it's looking like we're getting close. So again, for those of you that have never visited or maybe don't live close enough to visit easily the First Division Museum, it's pretty incredible. You can see it here behind me. Unfortunately, with the lockdown going on, I am not physically there, but I figured where else would I like to virtually be than at the First Division Museum tonight. So you're going to see these incredible tanks behind me. Thank you so much to them for putting this on. Again, we have 30 multiple choice questions that you're going to be facing tonight. These are all related in some form or fashion to military history. So it's not just history. Some of these questions are military history pop culture. So places or films or music or types of ways that you would have seen bits of our military history in pop culture. But some of these questions are very much straightforward military history. So if you're a military history buff, or you want to learn more about it, you're in the right place. We have 30 questions. Some of them are simple, some of them are tough, but they are all worth the same amount of points, and I'll explain how that works as soon as we flip over into the game. Before we do, I want to say, because I don't ever like to take credit for something that I didn't do, these questions were written by the experts at the First Division Museum. So I have the pleasure of delivering them to you tonight. They've also given me a full list of fun facts that I can give out to you as well. And again, I'm so excited to be able to do this with you all. But I cannot take credit for these incredible questions. I wish I could. Some of these I'm absolutely going to steal, and you might see on our general knowledge trivia nights over the next few weeks. So I hope that's okay, Jackie. I'm sure you don't mind. But again, we're going to jump into the game here in no more than 2 minutes from right now. I want to tell you exactly how it works. And here is how we do that. Let me flip back over to the other screen. I'm going to take it down here. Those of you playing with us who usually play trivia with us, we do this 2 times a day, pretty much every day of the week. We host trivia online, general knowledge trivia. You can see the other events rotating up here. I'm not going to talk about all those right now. But I do want to give you guys a warning. Typically, my fiance is behind the computer helping me out, answering your comments, answering any questions you may have in the comments, which right now we have none, so that's good. But Gina is not here. Currently, she's on another call on a webcam, a book club, I believe. So she is not here, and I am not the best multitasker, so bear with me. We are still going to start here on time in just a second. And I'm going to tell you how the game works right now. So flipping over, again, still here at Cantigny at the First Division Museum, but now I'm a little bit closer to one of these big, I forgot the model, but it's an incredible vehicle. So how this game works, you will see me and you will hear me through YouTube, but you will not be answering through YouTube. So I told you earlier, you want to make sure that you join the game from your phone, ideally, or if you just want to do everything from your laptop, you can do it. You just have to flip back and forth. Once you're in, online.baigatrix.com/military or online.baigatrix.com, and then enter the code military. You'll see the game screen that says it's going to start shortly. Once I begin the game, we are going to take you through 30 multiple choice questions. So they are multiple choice, which means you'll have 4 answers to select from on the screen. For every single question, it'll either be A, B, C, or D. A, B, C, or D for every single question. One of those is always going to be the correct answer. All you have to do is click the correct answer, whether that's from your phone or from your computer, however you're playing. You just have to click the correct answer. There's a 30-second timer for each question. But I read the question to you first before I start the timer. So you actually have plenty of time. You're going to hear the question, I'll start the timer, and then you need to click your answer. The only other thing you need to know about how the game works is the quicker that you select the answer, the more points you earn if you're correct. So if you click A right away and the answer is A, you're going to earn more points than somebody who also clicked A but maybe did it 10 or 15 seconds later. So it does pay to be quick for these multiple choice answers, but you want to be careful because if you click an answer, you think it's A, and then you look and you say, oh, shoot, it's actually B, you can't undo your answer. There's no takebacks. Once you click an answer, it's in. So that's everything you need to know about how the game works. Just to make sure you feel comfortable, I've added in a bonus question at the beginning. This question is not worth points. It has nothing to do with military history. You'll see what it looks like here in just a second. Once I start the game, it'll show up. We're going to do that practice question. It'll work just like the rest, but it won't be counting for any points so that everybody out there, whether you've played or not before, can have a feel for how it works. All right? So let me just check the comments really quick, make sure that we haven't had anybody else ask anything. Multiple choice. Help. Yes! Christiane. Yes, many people are here. So one of the things, for those of you that are joining us for the very first time online, we've cultivated a following of online trivia players, and I'm very excited that multiple people are here to play this, including our friend Christiane Young, who is in Saskatchewan, Canada. I'll be interested to see, Christiane, how well you do at First Division Museum military history trivia. And then another one of the individuals, Chris here in the comments, a very regular trivia play of ours from Alter Brewing, which is where we actually held this event last year. Lindsay Davis, thank you so much for being here too. So here we go. We're going to get this started. Once I start the first question, again, it's going to be multiple choice. This one is just for fun. It'll work like every other one, but it's not going to count for points. So just give it your best shot. Let me make sure I've got the right question here this time. All right, here we go. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Cheers. Let's have some fun. Question number 1. Our first question, a practice question, not worth any points, will show up on your screen right now. Question 1. What is the name of your trivia host tonight? Me, sitting here talking to you. What is my name? Just looking for my first name. We'll see who remembers. Again, you will see the answers once I start the timer, and once the timer starts, you have 30 seconds. The sooner you click it, the more points you would earn if this counted. Here we go. Is my name Slater, Zach, Screech, or Ali? What is the name of your trivia host tonight? Get those answers in. I can see we have 100 people on the stream right now. Thank you guys so much for being here. I've been looking forward to this event. It gave me something to look forward to during these crazy times. So I'm so glad you all are joining us for this. Taco is always the host. Yeah, one of these times I'm going to put Taco in, since it doesn't count for points anyway. You guys met Taco earlier. If this is your first time, he's our dog here. I know the individuals at the First Division Museum specifically requested that he helps co-host this, so I'm keeping him with me. Even though Gina's somewhere else, she usually takes care of him. So if you hear some barking, I'll take care of that as quickly as I can. So let's see what you guys thought. My name is, maybe I got to change it. A lot of you said Zach. Thank you for thinking that I could be Zach. Zach Morris, the preppy. Correct answer, my name is Ali. Ali, 61 of you got it right. So yeah, just about 90 of you on here right now. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is really exciting. We're very excited to be doing this for you. And now the questions will start counting for points. So again, every single question works just like that one. If you did well here, you're good to go. Some of these questions easy, some of them tough, but they're all going to be fun. So here we go, guys. Question number 2, but our real first question. This is some of that military history pop culture I was talking about. Question number 2. Which 1998 film, known for its portrayal of the D-Day landings, lost the Best Picture Oscar to the film Shakespeare in Love? So everybody had this in as a lock, I think, to win. But which one of these films came out in 1998 and lost Best Picture Oscar to Shakespeare in Love? Focusing around the D-Day landings. Was it Saving Private Ryan, Band of Brothers, D-Day the 6th of June, or The Longest Day? All right. So again, that's how it works. One thing I want to mention, if you're out there and you're watching the YouTube stream and playing from your phone, Make sure that you watch the timer on your phone, because that's always going to run out a little bit quicker than mine does. That's how the internet works. It takes a few seconds to get from my house to your house. So if you're looking at the timer on the YouTube stream right here where you can see me, make sure you pay attention to the timer on your phone. Everything else is exactly the same, but I don't want you to lose out because you were just a couple seconds too late. Let's see what you guys thought. You did not struggle. 91% of you said Saving Private Ryan, and you were correct. Correct. 91% of you knew the correct answer. Cheers. That's a social. If you play trivia with us anytime, almost everybody gets it right. We celebrate you guys. We cheers. You don't have to drink. You can cheers with your food or just celebrate yourself with us. So cheers, guys. Question number 3. Coming up. According to historian Rick Beyer, the Ghost Army of World War II used what 3 types of military deception? According to historian Rick Beyer, the Ghost Army of World War II used what 3 types of military deception? Were those 3 types verbal, psychological, and physical, visual, sonic, and radio, scent, visual, and auditory, or lying, cheating, stealing? More importantly, what am I drinking? EJV the 4th, I have a Manhattan that Gina made me before she slipped off downstairs. Peanut butter jelly time from Catawba Brewing. That's what's up. Tommy Widener, welcome. Drinking a famous Burt Wilkinson highball. I've heard those are pretty good. All right, let's see what you thought. This one, this is an example of a question that was probably pretty tough based on the time that you had to answer, because there was a lot to read. 40% of you said verbal, psychological, and physical. 50% of you said visual, sonic, and radio. A couple of you said scent, visual, and auditory. Nobody went for lying, cheating, stealing. The correct answer here, visual, sonic, and radio. So those types of transmissions that could not be seen or easily intercepted, I guess, if you will, the Ghost Army. So you weren't looking at giant flags waving around. A little bit harder to see. All right, question number 3. We're talking some more pop culture. That was 3. Here's question 4. Some more pop culture. Which member of the boy band The Jonas Brothers starred in the 2019 film Midway? Which of the Jonas Brothers starred in the 2019 film Midway? Was it Nick, Frankie, Kevin, or Joe? This film was about the 1942 Battle of Midway. U.S. sunk 4 Japanese carriers at the Battle of Midway. Fun fact, the correct answer here, when we look at him, he had to sport a mustache. He was sporting a mustache, and the historians actually checked on his mustache to make sure that it would have been period appropriate, a type of mustache that they would have been wearing in 1942. So let's see what you guys thought, and we'll see if you were right. 61 of you said Nick Jonas. 23 of you said Joe Jonas. A couple of you said Kevin. The correct answer was Nick. Nick Jonas sported the mustache for that. So good job, 61 of you. After question 5, we'll do one more. And after question 5, we'll look at the standings. So again, this game works in real time. So every point that you're earning is going towards your overall total. We do have prizes up for grabs from the First Division Museum. So if you do win tonight, I'll get in contact with you through Facebook. I'll have you send me a message, and then we'll get your information over to the First Division Museum. So here we go, question 5, and then we'll look at the standings. We're talking about this. Devil Dog, Leatherneck, and Jarhead are all nicknames for members of what branch of the U.S. military? Leatherhead, Devil Dog, and Jarhead, all nicknames for which of these branches? Is it the Marines, the Army, the Air Force, or the Coast Guard? A lot of stories as to how these nicknames came to be. Some of them can be verified. Some of them will forever live on in myth as to whether or not how they say they came to be is true. Hey, Taco. Sorry to everybody out there whose dogs probably just started barking. All right, here we go. You guys did not struggle. This is an official social. Good job. Those are the Marines. Devil Dog, Leatherneck, Jarhead, all nicknames for individuals in the Marines. So here we go. You're going to see the standings for the first time. If you're in first, second, or third, your name will stay atop the screen. Everybody else is going to rotate through, and I'm going to let that rotate through twice for you. So here we go. I'm going to throw it up so you can see it here. All right, currently in first, second, and third, Chevy, straight out of Florida, Milligan, and Vinny tied for second. Everybody else is going to rotate through. So again, I'll let this one go through twice so you can make sure to see where you're at. I see the spicy meatballs out there. Yes, Anna Bristow, Taco was here and wanted to be heard. He'll make another appearance, but I whisked him away for just a few. Casting a wide net, military history equals Jonas Brothers. Yeah, that does when they star in a film about the Battle of the Midway. I'd count that. Again, these questions all put together by our military history experts. So I enjoy all of these questions. I'd rather include some of these pop culture than just read tons and tons of history. So I do enjoy the variety here. And it looked like you guys still did very well on that one anyway. All right, here we go. We've been through twice, so we're moving on to question number 6. This one, very popular over the last few months. What 2019 film about World War I was edited to look as if it was filmed in one continuous shot? It looked incredible. What 2019 film about World War I was edited to look as if it was filmed in one continuous shot? Warhorse, They Shall Not Grow Old, 1917, or The Shot Heard Round the World. All right, let's see what you thought. Sorry, once again, just froze up a little. This is what we take on when we do things over the internet, which we are a little bit forced to do right now. So I appreciate your patience. Anytime we do have small issues like this, we tend to get them resolved pretty quickly. Here we go. Let's see what you guys thought. Yeah, you guys didn't struggle. 94% of you said 1917, and you were correct. Good job. 1970s. 1970 would be a very different movie. 1917, Sam Mendes won a lot of awards for that one. Actually, that was the first war film to win the Academy Award for Best Visual Effects in almost 50 years. Patton did it. Tora did it. And then 1917. So here we go. Question number 7 coming up. On April 26th, 1777, the British attacked Danbury, Connecticut. What female heroine rode through the night to alert troops of the attack? Here are your 4 options. Molly Pitcher, Paula Revere, Deborah Sampson, or Sybil Luddington. Let's see. All right. Not many of you went for Paula Revere, but a lot of you went for Molly Pitcher. Only 25 of you said Sybil Luddington, which was the correct answer. Sybil Luddington rode through the night to alert the troops of the attack. Danbury, Connecticut, April 26, 1777. All right, question 8. Which Disney princess's father, so we're talking Disney, which Disney princess's father fought in World War I and received the Distinguished Service Cross? This is part of the fictional world within this film. Which of these Disney princesses' father fought in World War I? Was it Cinderella, Tiana, Rapunzel, or Snow White? All right. Once again, I apologize for the delay. Next time we get to the rankings, I'm going to refresh this and see if we can make it go a little quicker. I do apologize. A few of you said Cinderella, 18 of you to be exact. 70 of you said Tiana from The Princess and the Frog, and 70 of you were correct. Good job. Tiana, the correct answer here. All right, we're moving on. Question number 9. We're talking about Vietnam. Jeremiah Denton. Jeremiah Denton was a POW in Vietnam. What word did he famously blink in Morse code during a televised press conference? So he was keeping it together, talking, but then blinking a word in Morse code. Which of these words was he blinking? Starving, trapped, torture, or terrified? All right, let's see what you thought. 75 of you correctly knew he was blinking torture. I did not teach myself how to do it before this, but he knew, and he had the mind to do it while answering questions or speaking other words and blinking the word torture. So congratulations, 75 of you knew that. Here we go, question 10, then we'll look at the standings once again. What Revolutionary War-themed animated children's show aired on PBS from 2002 to 2003? What was the name of the Revolutionary War-themed animated children's show? Was it Revolutionary Kids, Liberty for All, Liberty's Kids, or 1776? All right, let's see what you thought. 79 of you, 84% of you said Liberty's Kids. Nobody really guessed anything else. Good job, Liberty's Kids. This is one that I did not know. And most of the other ones I've known up to this point, but this one would have gotten me. So congratulations, most of you knew this. We are going to look at the standings. We'll see how they've changed, if they have. We have Milligan in first now. Rommel, you magnificent something, in second. JKDM in third. I'm going to let these rotate through so you guys can see exactly where you're at, just like we did before. You can see from the top down, the points are not separated by much because, again, these are all worth the same amount total, but you're just earning a few more points if you answer quicker than someone else. So first place, 841. Second place, just 838, just 3 points behind. And then third place, 835, just 3 points behind again. We're only a third of the way through these questions, so there are a lot of points still out there up for grabs. Cayuse Revolution? Yes, maybe. Is Taco excited for Cinco de Mayo? Yes. In this house, every Tuesday is a Taco Tuesday. He enjoys that. He does have a taco costume, which he is going to wear for Cinco de Mayo. All right, here we go. Question number 11. Always takes a second. Oh, but it didn't this time. What does the military acronym ANC stand for? You can see it on the screen. ANC in the military stands for which of these? Is it Army Nurse Corps, Army News Corporation, Artillery Noise Corps, or the Army Navy Corps? All right, let's see what you thought. Not a riot, kind of a runaway. Yeah, most of you knew. Army Nurse Corps. The Army Nurse Corps. 62 of you got that one correct. Congratulations. Moving on, question number 12. What television show about the Korean War holds the title for the most watched series finale in television history? This series finale was watched more than any other series finale. Which of these is the correct answer? The Korean War, MASH, Grey's Anatomy, or Hogan's Heroes? This television show was 11 years long, even though the Korean War was only 3 years long. Interesting to note. The title of this final episode, the series finale, was titled Goodbye, Farewell, and Amen. And I'm sure, this one was not a struggle. No point in even talking anymore about it. 97% of you knew it was MASH. Cheers. Congratulations. You guys know your Korean War TV shows. Good job. Question number 13. The 20th Maine is known for their defense of Little Round Top at the Battle of Gettysburg. Who commanded the unit during that battle? The 20th Maine, known for their defense of Little Round Top at the Battle of Gettysburg. Who commanded the unit during the battle? Was it James Old War Horse Longstreet, the Maine Man, Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain, or Jeff Daniels? All right. It's another one. I definitely, if I was playing this, I'd be doing very well on the pop culture questions and struggling a little bit more with the history. This one I wouldn't have known. But 69 of you, 73 of you correctly answered. Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain commanded the unit, 20th Maine, at the Little Round Top, Battle of Gettysburg. Good job. Good job. We're going to do 2 more, and then we'll look at the standings again. I have a feeling things have probably changed. A couple of these questions have been tough. Question 14. Which of these that you're going to see below, which of these was the first battle that the Americans fought in World War I? What was the first battle that the Americans fought in World War I? The Battle of Cantigny, the Meuse-Argonne Offensive, the First Battle of the Somme, or the Battle of Belleau Wood? All right, here we go. This one, not a clear runaway. 48% of you said the Battle of Cantigny. 12 of you said the Meuse-Argonne offensive. 25 people said the First Battle of the Somme. And 12 of you said the Battle of llwed. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing any of these. The correct answer here, our namesake for this evening, at least, the Battle of Cantigny, or Cantigny if you will. This was the very first battle, lasted 3 days, and it did end with an American victory. We had the help of the French during the battle, including 12 French Schneider tanks. So pretty cool, pretty cool. Moving on, question number 14 was this one, so 15 now. What is the name of the predominantly African-American truck supply convoy that serviced Patton's Third Army? What is the name of the predominantly African-American truck supply convoy route that serviced Patton's Third Army? Was it World War II truckers, Patton's Third Army Triangle Corps, the Blue Square Road, or the Red Ball Express? Really want this to be the main man. Chris, you're my main man. All right, question 15. A lot of you said the Red Ball Express served as a supply route for Patton's Third Army following the Battle of Normandy. This was over 700 miles long. The convoy gained its name from the symbol that was used to mark the route that the convoy was to take, and the name was, the Red Ball Express. The Red Ball Express. Good job. Good job, everybody. 74 of you. All right, we're going to look at the rankings one more time. See where you're at. Milligan's still up in first. Rommel in second, but Will now up in third. Again, the points are still very, very close, so each of these questions is going to count. Make sure you're giving them your all, answering as quickly as you can, but not so quickly that you accidentally click the wrong thing. Chevy, your uncle named his truck that answer. That's awesome. The Red Ball Express truck. That's awesome. All right. See Kitty Lady in 76, TW in 81st, Teddy Bear Suicide in 82nd. Still in our pajamas, a lot of people are. 88th, Sergeant Chalupa in 85th. See Albin Sikora. What's up, Albin? All right, we saw that one. The truck was a Chevy, I presume. All right, let's move on then to the next question. All right, question number 16. We're talking about MASH again. The TV show MASH features a character nicknamed Hawkeye. He went by Hawkeye. What was the character's actual name? Not the actor, but what was the real name of the character on the show? You have 30 seconds. Was it Benjamin Franklin Hawkeye Pierce, Alexander Hamilton Hawkeye Pierce, Abraham Lincoln Hawkeye Pierce, or Franklin Roosevelt Hawkeye Pierce? All right, let's see what you thought. Benjamin Franklin Hawkeye Pierce said 80 of you, and 80 of you were correct. Benjamin Franklin Hawkeye Pierce, what a name. Good job. All of these were presidential answers, and not many of you went for the other one, so congrats. You guys know what you're doing with MASH. Let's go on to question number 17. The U.S. Navy used PBRs in Vietnam from 66 to 71. In this sense, what does PBR stand for? The U.S. Navy used PBRs in Vietnam from 66 to 71. What we're talking about here, what does PBR stand for? Is it Pabst Blue Ribbon, Patrol Boat Riverine, Patrol Boat Rescue, or Patrol Boat Reconnaissance? All right, let's see what you thought. Hey, Taco. 28% of you said Patrol Boat Riverine. Some of you said Patrol Boat Rescue. 55% of you said Patrol Boat Reconnaissance. And 25 of you were correct. It is Patrol Boat Riverine. Patrol Boat Riverine. Not Reconnaissance, so good job. The 25 of you that knew that. All of them seemed like logical answers, so don't feel bad if you missed that one. We're moving on, though, to question number 18. According to Sniper Chris Kyle, what film about Vietnam is supposedly shown to the SEALs as inspiration? What movie about Vietnam do they show to the SEALs to serve as inspiration? Is it We Were Soldiers, Apocalypse Now, Full Metal Jacket, or Forrest Gump? Yes. Glad that Pabst Blue Ribbon was an option. Chris, yes. Chevy had Chevy parts. That's fair. Pabst received a blue ribbon for its service. They won that blue ribbon. All right. Let's see what you guys thought. This one, again, we're kind of spread out here. 49% of you said Full Metal Jacket. 25 said Apocalypse Now. 18 of you said We Were Soldiers. Full Metal Jacket would be an interesting one, but I guess these are all interesting choices for inspiration. The correct answer is We Were Soldiers. We Were Soldiers. 18 of you got that, so good job. Moving on to question 19. What island in the Pacific did the Enola Gay and Boxcar take off from when they were going to drop the atomic bombs? They both took off from one island. Which of these islands in the Pacific did the Enola Gay and the Boxcar take off from on their way to deliver those atomic bombs? Was it Iwo Jima, Guam, Oahu, or Tinian? Come here. Come. Okay. Or don't. Okay, yes. Some of these questions are making you guys think. This one, I can see your answers coming in live, so it's fun for me to see how you guys are going with it. This one's definitely not a runaway. Let's see. 34% of you said Guam. A couple people said Iwo Jima. A couple people said Oahu. 43 people said Tinian. This is part of the Northern Marianas Islands. It was taken by U.S. forces in late July 1944. Today, the population of this island is just around 3,000 people. And there is a runway still in use on the island, which is Tinian. Good job, the 43 of you that knew that. All right, we'll do question 20, then we'll look at the standings again, see if anything shifted. Some of these have been tough. Question 20, during World War I, the 26th Infantry Division had a dog as a mascot. What 2018 animated film tells this dog's story? During World War I, 26th Infantry Division had a dog as a mascot. What 2018 animated film tells its story? Is it Sergeant Stubby, an American hero? General Mutt, hero of Cantigny? Sergeant Fluffy's World War I adventure, or Colonel Rags, the dog of the division? All right, somebody finally joined me. Let's bring him into frame. There's Taco. A lot of you know him. He is not, as famous as this dog. 26th Infantry Division had their own mascot. We have our mascot, but we're gonna together reveal the answer here. Again, you guys did pretty well in this. Not a runaway, not a social. 56% of you said Sergeant Stubby, an American hero. 15 said General Mutt. 3 people said Sergeant Fluffy's World War I adventure. 22 people said Colonel Rags, the dog of the division. I just want to shout out to Jackie, who I believe wrote all these questions, because those other fake answers are fantastic. The correct answer is Sergeant Stubby, an American hero. Good job. Congratulations. 49 of you knew that one. So we're at question 20, so we'll flip on the standings and see how it's going. We'll see if our friend is still up in first place. No, Rommel has moved into first place. Milligan in second. JFMKEM in third. I see the Party Planning Committee in 13th. Bill, Chevy, our Trivia Waterloo. That's a fantastic name, but not a very optimistic one. You should have a more optimistic outlook how you're going to do. I guess unless you're not looking at it from Napoleon's point of view. It's all about which side of Waterloo you're on, right? Very limited history coming out of this brain, guys, but I'm doing my best. We'll let it go through here. See where we're all at. Fitz is going to play some easier trivia to feel better about himself after this. Good, Anna. That's good. We'll be back at 9 o'clock, which, in case you guys didn't know, we'll be back tonight at 9 p.m., same channel here on YouTube, but it's general knowledge trivia. So all sorts of random questions. That one's happening. We'll finish this one up here in a little bit, and then flip over to that at 9 p.m. Central. So here we go. We've seen the scores again. We're going to move on to question 21. We'll do them twice through when we look at them next time, because that'll be the last time before we finish. So here we go. Question 21 is coming up. Taco is chilling, sitting like a human on my leg. All right, question 21 is coming again. I apologize for the connectivity issues we've had throughout the night, but it looks like everything's flowing a little better now. Question 21. What September 1950 amphibious invasion and battle, codenamed Operation Chromite, ended in a United Nations victory? September 1950 amphibious invasion and battle, codenamed Operation Chromite, ended in a United Nations victory. Was it the Battle of Incheon, the Battle of Pusan, the invasion of Normandy, or the Battle of the Chosin Reservoir? I have to go back. I have some fun facts about Sergeant Stubby that I didn't share. The dog had a special gas mask that was made for him to wear. He helped alert soldiers to gas attacks, comforted the wounded, and is said to have personally caught a German soldier by biting his pants and not letting him go. After his death, he received an obituary in the New York Times and can now be viewed in the Smithsonian. So I did not want to skip over the Sergeant Stubby facts. Thank you, Sergeant Stubby. All right, let's see what you guys thought here. The Battle of Incheon said 55 people. A few people said Pusan, the Battle of the Chosin Reservoir. Again, I apologize for any mispronunciations. I'm sure I'm not doing these all perfectly, so work with me. But you guys probably don't care because 55 of you knew that it was the Battle of Incheon. Good job. This one was criticized as being too risky due to its narrow port channel, but MacArthur insisted that they move forward, and they did. Question 22. A little more pop culture. Which actor played Abraham Lincoln in the 2012 movie Lincoln? Which actor played Abraham Lincoln in the 2012 movie Lincoln? Was it Benjamin Walker, Daniel Day-Lewis, Max Daniels, or Donny Osmond?
I totally forgot about that movie. I loved it.
Not to be confused with Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Oh. First Division says you're doing great in pronunciation.
Oh, thank you, First Division Museum. I appreciate it. Jackie did give me some phonetic spellings on some of the tougher ones in my fun facts, so I appreciate that, Jackie. But I'm doing my best with the words on the screen because I'm reading the same words that you guys are seeing. Inchon. Sorry. If she was a girl, she'd be Abraham Lincoln. The correct answer here, epic film, Daniel Day-Lewis. That's a social. Cheers, guys. Congrats. You did well. Moving on, question 23. The Battle of Antietam took place on September 17th, 1862. So that's what we know this battle as. The Battle of Antietam took place on September 17th, 1862. What did the South call this battle? Battle of Sharpsburg, the September Battle, the Battle of Manassas, or the Battle of Bull Run? It was not uncommon for the North and South to have different names for battles during the Civil War, so this here was not uncommon. We called it Antietam because it took place near Antietam Creek. The South named this battle, I almost gave it away, after its location in Maryland. This one, not a clear-cut winner. There was a slight majority, but a lot of you picked Manassas, Bull Run, but slightly more of you said the Battle of Sharpsburg, which it was, named by the South for its location in Maryland. This battle is one of the single bloodiest days in American military history, which I can only imagine would make it one of the bloodiest days in American history. Americans against Americans. So here we go. Question 24. Where, we're going to see cities listed below, where in the United States is the National World War I Museum and Memorial located? So if you wanted to visit the United States National World War I Museum and Memorial, where would you have to travel? Is it Kansas City, Missouri, Washington, D.C., Bedford, Virginia, or Kansas City, Kansas? So this, in 1919, the Liberty Memorial Association raised $2.5 million in 10 days. And that's in 1919. $2.5 million to create a lasting monument to the men and women who served in the war to end all wars, as it was known. That would be today more than $35 million. So they raised $35 million in 10 days to build this. It was finished in 1926, dedicated by Calvin Coolidge. The museum, the memorial's been there since 1926. The museum opened in 2006, designated by Congress as the National World War I Museum in 2014. And if you wanted to visit it, you could go to Kansas City, Missouri. Good job. 45% of you still doing really well overall. Like I said, we're going to do through question 25. We'll look at the standings one final time, and I'll let it go through twice so you make sure you see where you're at, because after question 25, we're going to finish it out with the final questions, and then we'll only be announcing our winners at the end. You'll still see where everybody lands, but we're going to do this. Here we go. 25. Operation Overlord was the code name for the invasion of Normandy. What was the name for the invasion of southern France? So Operation Overlord, the code name for the invasion of Normandy. What was the name for the invasion of southern France? Operation Dragoon, Operation Market Garden, Operation Barbarossa, or Operation Underlord? This invasion was supposed to happen in conjunction with Operation Overlord, but due to lack of resources, it took place a little bit later, August 15th, 1944. Operation was originally nicknamed something different. It was originally nicknamed Operation Anvil. It was changed for security purposes a few weeks before it was carried out, and after it was changed, it was known as Operation Dragoon. Operation Dragoon. 44% of you knew that. Good job. So again, some of these questions tonight, I think, as you've shown, have been pretty simple. Some of them are certainly pretty tough. We still have 6 questions left, so don't give up hope. All of these still worth the full amount of points, just depending on how quickly you answer. So here we go. We're going to look at the standings. I'm going to let these rotate through twice, like I mentioned before. Milligan back up in first. Rommel in second. JFMKEM in third. I missed the rest there, but I see Achtung Panzer in 13th. The Big Red Wonders out there in 16th. Sean in 25th. John Snow, 28th. Uncle Jack's Lost Testicle. John Miller. Lord Viscount Horatio Nelson. Welcome to the draft. Melanie and Chris. Colonel Clink, the Spicy Meatballs. I recognize a lot of these names. Thank you guys for being here. Did we mention there might be prizes for social media enthusiasts? As in people who like the First Division Museum page and comment and share it with their friends? Am I on the right track? Because I would love to let everybody know about that. You were in New Orleans when they filmed the vampire movie, Tommy. Yes, First Division Museum has confirmed it. First Division Museum, there in the comments, since you can hear me, can you type in the comments what the prizes are for the trivia tonight so everybody can see? And then in addition, while they're doing that, everybody, they just mentioned they have additional things. You can see their Instagram handle here, First Div Museum. So they have an Instagram page. They post all sorts of fun facts, cool pictures. They have a lot of fun things at the museum that they like to share. Since you can't be there, they're sharing them virtually. So check it out. Follow them on Instagram, like their posts, comment, tell them what kind of things you like to see more of. Check them out on Facebook. There's a Facebook page as well. You probably already saw that if you made your way here. There it is on Facebook, First Division Museum. So facebook.com/First Division Museum. Make sure to check that out as well. I personally have the content that they post, again, is really interesting, not being able to go out and visit the museum. They have on their website, too, virtual tours of some of the content, so you should check that out. But do like their Instagram, like their Facebook. They said they may have prizes for social media enthusiasts. So that's coming up. They're going to let us know what the prizes are for the winners here, because we're going to do that as soon as we finish these 6 questions. So cheers, everybody. Thank you for being here. We're in the home stretch. Question number 26. Which American Girl doll's story takes place during the American Revolution? This is a tough one. Unless you're an American Girl doll enthusiast, you may not know. But again, you always have a 25% shot with multiple choice questions. So at least click something. You don't lose points if you're wrong. Which American Girl doll's story takes place during the American Revolution? Is it Kirsten, Molly, Samantha, or Felicity? This doll was released in 1991. There was... Oh, I don't want to give away too much with my fun facts. Some of you might know it based on the fun facts. Shout out to the OB family earning extra credit in a push class. Awesome. Yeah, we probably should have sent this out to schools and stuff for history class. Get them some kind of credit. So this doll was originally named Lucy, but it was changed right before she was released. It was going to be Lucy. Before she was released, they changed it to Felicity. Felicity. There was a movie made about this doll in 2005. It starred Shailene Woodley, who you would have seen later in the Divergent series or on Big Little Lies on HBO. Shailene.
I don't know, but Shailene.
You know what? I've heard it both ways. All right. Moving on. Question 27. Which of the following answers? What became the unofficial nickname for soldiers who did underground search and destroy missions in Vietnam? So in Vietnam, there were soldiers who did underground search and destroy missions. Just fixing one letter here. What nickname did they earn themselves? You have 30 seconds once this button lets me click it. Were they tunnel cats, underground guards, tunnel destroyers, or tunnel rats? This group was made up of Americans, South Vietnamese, New Zealanders, and Australian soldiers. If you've watched, so I know this is a different story, a different movie, but 1917, this scene makes me think of this because this was an incredibly dangerous job. Tunnels were often booby-trapped by the VC. So in 1917, spoiler alert, they're in a tunnel and they stumble upon a booby trap and they find it, but then it is set off, and I am bringing us full circle here, because the booby trap is set off by a rat. A rat, which is the correct answer. Tunnel rats are what they were called in Vietnam. 1917 had an incredible scene, very similar. They were in, not a underground tunnel. I guess it was. In those trenches, they were underground. So here we go. Question number 28. This is a Felicity movie called Bride of Chucky. Which actress starred in roles on Broadway and on Golden Girls, where you'd probably know her from best, and served in the U.S. Marine Women's Reservists during World War II? So which of these actresses starred in Broadway shows and on Golden Girls, as well as serving in the U.S. Marine Women's Reservists in World War II? Was it B. Arthur, Estelle Getty, Betty White, or Rue McClanahan? You can see their Golden Girls names next to them there. B. Arthur, Estelle Getty, Betty White, or Rue McClanahan. If you like Golden Girls, we're doing Golden Girls trivia this Sunday. It's trivia all about Golden Girls. We're doing it Sunday at 1. We're actually making a brunch out of it. So we're going to make some cheesecake. We're going to have some mimosas and some Bloody Marys. We're going to order some food in here in Romeoville from McWethy's. So please join us if you're a Golden Girls fan. That'll be a lot of fun. Let's see what you guys thought this one was. 60% of you said B. Arthur. 25% of you said Betty White. 60% of you were correct. B. Arthur, Dorothy Zbornak on the Golden Girls, was in the U.S. Marine Women's Reservists during World War II. Good job. All right. He was here for a second. Question 29. Which World War II battle saw the highest number of Medal of Honor recipients? So which battle in World War II saw the most number of people receive the Medal of Honor? Is it? Which of these 4 is it? D-Day, the Battle of the Bulge, the Battle of Iwo Jima, or the Battle of Guadalcanal? Guadalcanal. Katie and Lizzie from Addison Trail High School rock. Yeah, you do. Katie and Lizzie, Addison Trail High School. You guys rock. Thanks for playing military history trivia with us. All right, here we go. Some of you said D-Day. Some of you said Battle of the Bulge. Nobody really guessed the Battle of Guadalcanal. But a lot of you correctly said the Battle of Iwo Jima. 51% of you, in fact. Good job. World War II, overall, you guys have done very well on tonight. We are moving on. There were 27 Medal of Honor recipients. I don't want to skip this. 27 Medal of Honor recipients, and one of them is still alive today. One of the individuals who received Medal of Honor for this. 5 of the 27 recipients were Navy sailors. Battle lasted approximately 5 weeks. Some of the most intense fighting of the entire war. So, understandable, those Medal of Honor recipients. Question number 30. Just 2 questions left. Yep. Question 30. What famous author wrote the novel A Farewell to Arms, which was based on his service in World War I? Which famous author wrote Farewell to Arms, which is based on his service in World War I? Was it J.R.R. Tolkien, T.S. Eliot, Ernest Hemingway, or Walt Disney? This person was an ambulance driver in Italy during World War I. Ambulance driver in Italy. He was wounded by mortar fire, received the Italian Civil Silver Medal of Bravery for his service there. And now the time's up, I'll tell you. This author is from Oak Park, Illinois, not far from here. Apparently, he rewrote the ending to this novel 39 different times before he was satisfied. And the correct answer here, as all of you knew for the most part, 94% of you, Ernest Hemingway. Cheers. Congrats. You guys know your novels. All right, we have one final question. One final question, and then we'll look at the standings, find out who finished out here in first, second, third place. Everybody's scores will still rotate, though, so you can see where you are, even if you're not in first, second, or third. This one always takes just a second to load. Every 10 questions, the computer needs to take a deep breath. All right, question 31. This is the final question. The Japanese signed the surrender document that ended World War II on September 2nd, 1945, upon which of these battleships? Japanese signed the surrender document September 2nd, 1945, on which of these battleships? Was it the USS Missouri, the USS Give Up, the USS Brooklyn, or the USS Yorktown? Again, shout out to the First Division Museum for these questions. When the answers are all serious, they're amazing. And when you throw in fun little quips like the USS Give Up, it is equally as amazing. I've loved every one of these questions tonight. I hope you guys have as well. Drill instructor Jerome St. Martin in honor of my late grandfather that served in World War II in Korea. I love it, Chris. Thanks for letting me know. All right, here we go. So one person went with the USS Give Up. Somebody said USS Brooklyn. A couple of people said USS Yorktown. But the correct answer, as 88% of you knew, is the USS Missouri. The USS Missouri, it was signed in Tokyo Bay, but they were on this ship. Battleship was used from 1944 to 1991. In service almost 50 years. From World War II through the Gulf War. It is a museum now. In 1998, they changed it. It's now a museum that you can visit still to this day. So, guys, congratulations. You made it all the way to the end of our military history trivia night. Please, if you are out there, you can hear me, you can see me. If you're on YouTube, type in the comment box, and please give the First Division Museum a big old thank you. A big old virtual high five for making this happen. They're the ones that reached out to have us put this on virtually since we couldn't do it in person again this year. And then take it another step further, and please give their Facebook page a like, give them a follow on Instagram. If you're here and you enjoyed this, you will absolutely enjoy a lot of the content that they post regularly. Their social media team over there is fantastic. I had the pleasure of working with them planning this event, so I can speak from experience that they are fantastic. You will enjoy it. So give them a like, give them a follow on Instagram. And again, just give them a thank you for helping us put this on. We do have prizes here. I'm going to double check. Craig Feldy, this is the first time you've said anything and you've been here the whole time. I miss you, bud. Good to see you virtually. Melissa Van Dyke, thank you. Steven Seagal was under siege on that ship. Yes. Okay. So the First Division Museum is going to reach out to me. We'll get the prizes set up. If you win here, let me see. I don't have your email addresses. So if you're in first, second, or third place, I'm not sure exactly what our prizes are tonight. But if you're in first, second, or third place, shoot me. Steven Seagal trivia. Shoot me a message on the Baig of Tricks Facebook page. Shoot me a message to the Baig of Tricks Entertainment Facebook page, and we'll make sure that you get taken care of. We'll hook you up with the First Division Museum for anybody that has earned a prize, and we'll get that set up. All right, here we go. In first place at the end of this, Milligan. He was there for most of it, and he stayed atop in the end. Good job. Second, Rommel, you magnificent. I can't see it, so I can't say it. JFMKEM in third. Congratulations. If any one of those three are you out there, I don't know if that's your real name or a fake name, Milligan. So send us a message on Facebook, Baig of Tricks Entertainment. It's just facebook.com/Baig of Tricks. We'll gather your information, and we'll send it over then to the First Division Museum. They'll get you set up with whatever the prizes they have lined up for tonight. So that's it for trivia, guys. For this trivia, we're back in 47 minutes here on the same channel with brand new trivia. It is general knowledge trivia. So please do join us. Come back. We have a great time. These questions at 9 o'clock are about anything and everything. I hope to see you guys all there. But until next time, if it's not tonight, goodbye from me. Goodbye from Taco. Thank you for being here. Thank you for playing trivia. Taco says hi to all of you at the First Division Museum. Thank you for specifically requesting him. He got a haircut for it, so he's happy to be here. Thanks, guys. Please be safe. Take care of each other and wash your dang hands. Have a good night.